For what purpose, for whose sake do men raise swords against one another? Parousia Military Academy, Grandal Empire. Sirius stood amongst the officer cadets that had lined up to the booming voice of their instructor, General Gyarados. The practice battle will now begin. The face-off would be between Abelia, the sharpest woman at the academy, and Sirius, who would be taking command of a unit for the first time. Don't worry, since this is only practice, we'll let you keep your lives when you lose. Just practice? No. If Sirius lost on the battlefield, there would be no tomorrow for him. Defeat was not an option. I don't care if we're up against Abelia. I refuse to lose. You got that? So apparently we have a new character here, that being Reese, but we'll take a look at her more in just a little bit. First things first. Well, that's the deal. Alright. Okay, if you say so, NES. So with that, we will see the victory and loss conditions for this particular Chronicle. The victory conditions are pretty much the same as the last Chronicle, we just have to occupy the enemy's main stronghold. However, we will lose if we lose all of our allied units, or if we lose our main stronghold, which actually kind of hints to invading units. Kind of have to see how that goes. Hi guys, I am Syrachime, and I welcome you back to another episode of Soul Calibur 3's Chronicles of the Sword. In the last Chronicle, we took on the tutorial that was in this game, and passed that pretty well, showed you guys how to play the game, and kind of learn how to do things from Gyarados. And then that was all we were able to do with that particular Chronicle. So in this one, it appears that we are actually in a battle against the sharpest woman of the Academy. I would like to stress the most annoying woman at the Academy, which is Abelia. Now we're actually going to get to see just how annoying she is. I'll cover that more in a little bit, but first things first. We've actually got to get things ready for the battle to come, and to do so we are naturally going to take Michiru into battle with us. But as you can see, that's actually kind of changed, or a little bit has actually changed this time around. Selected units now says that we could take 3 units instead of 2, which means we have room for another character. Now if you wanted to, as I said last episode, you could take one of these other characters here, and the game does give you another character, that being this character, this woman here named Reese, who has a wave sword. This is a pretty good weapon and a decent discipline, but like I said, I am not using these characters because they are going to vanish later on, spoiler alert, so instead I am actually going to create another character. So who is going to be the third person that's going to join the cast alongside Sirius and Michiru? Well, to find that out, we need to get into the character creation process. So for this particular character of mine, who's going to be one of the main, actually, staples of this Let's Play, believe it or not, I could not imagine myself going anywhere without this character, but we'll cover that in a minute. Anyway, this character is going to be a male, and as for the particular job that this character is going to have, I am actually going to give him the Samurai discipline. Now the reason I'm choosing the Samurai is because it actually has one of the best stats in the game, but like I said, we'll cover all that stuff later. For the time being, this character actually has a weapon that I really want to make use of that's really going to help me. It saved my butt in a lot of battles, and I'm definitely going to be carrying it for that reason. But anyway, getting to the character creation, we will see the Samurai, which is about to undergo a major transformation. This is not what the Samurai is going to look like. He is going to look a lot better, but I will tell you about that, or I'll show you that as we actually get into the creation. But before I actually start creating, I want to introduce you to Okinawa. Yes, I am naming this character Okinawa. Why is he named this? Well, I'll just let the bio kind of explain that myself. So, here is the bio of my new character, Okinawa. Named after the Japanese isle, Okinawa was the alias that this man publicly assumed in order to safeguard his true identity. While his true name and birthplace are unknown to most, Okinawa's skills and discipline with the sword were legendary. He was infamous on the battlefield for his abilities and was highly sought after by nations looking to solve their military affairs, a fact not lost on Okinawa himself. Aware of his value, Okinawa used his talents to secretly fight as a double agent for both the Dalkia Kingdom and the Halftese Republic. In doing so, he amassed a great fortune for his military services, with neither side knowing of his secret involvement with the other. But while dishonorably making his vast fortune, karma eventually caught up to him. During one particular battle, Okinawa's unit was slaughtered and he was forced to flee after sustaining a serious injury that resulted in the loss of an eye and a deep scar on his face. Having worked deceptively for both sides of the war, Okinawa knew he couldn't risk seeking medical treatment without being found out. With only one location to go for any sort of anonymity, he quietly slipped into the Grandal Empire where he met Sirius by chance. Unaware of who he was, Sirius took the injured Okinawa in and nursed him back to health. At one point, though, Sirius found out about Okinawa's dark secret. While Sirius could have turned the traitorous warrior in, he overlooked everything to care for him out of the goodness of his heart. And touched by Sirius's kindness, Okinawa had an epiphany which caused him to no longer want to continue his dishonest deeds. He wanted to create a new future for himself in the Grandal Empire, and found a way to do just that when Sirius joined the ranks of the Grandal army. To forge a new future and repay his debt to Sirius, Okinawa took up his blade to fight loyally alongside his new friend. Even though he was handicapped by the loss of an eye, Okinawa's now humbled and loyal heart proved to be a formidable source of inspiration, making him an even stronger swordsman than he ever was before. Alright, so I give you Okinawa, the war veteran that is going to be joining my team. Since we got this guy created, we're going to get out here and add him to the party. Okay, so before we actually add Okinawa to the Sortai settings, I actually want to change his weapon a little bit. Now the reason that I chose Okinawa, like I said, is because the Samurai Discipline is actually one of the most powerful units in the game, but Okinawa, or the Samurai Discipline rather, actually has access to a very interesting weapon that I want to make use of, and that is from the soul of Mitsurugi. Now Mitsurugi actually has this weapon called the Two-Handed Sword. It's not the most original thing in the game, or the most original name, but I do like the fact that this move, or this weapon, is a katana, and it has a longer reach, so the weapon actually reaches further than most other weapons. In addition to that, this weapon actually pierces the enemy's guard. Now, piercing the enemy's defenses while they're guarding is actually what I found to be one of the best special effects in the entire game, and that is why I'm actually going to use this weapon. So now that we've actually got that, we will see Okinawa very quickly. And we will see, yes, the awesome samurai guy that is Okinawa. I am so proud of you, dude. You haven't even gotten to the Chronicle. I'm already proud of these guys. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and add him to the Sortai setting. And since we've got everything done, we're going to go ahead and proceed on to the battle. Now, as is tradition, we've got our characters set at position 1. We got Michiru position 2 and Okinawa at position 3. Now, like I said in the opening, we've actually got invading units, so we're going to have to actually kind of pull my units back to make sure that they are well preserved. Now, for the time being, I'm actually going to move Okinawa from position 3 up to the northeast to kind of guard the main stronghold until everything is secure, all the invading units are taken care of. Michiru will take care of the northwestern stronghold, hold her position until there's no more invading units. As for Sirius, I'm going to keep him back at the main stronghold, which is to the south. And once all the invading units are destroyed, we'll move Sirius from position 1 to the central stronghold. Michiru will move to the northwest. Okinawa will move to the northeast. And take out all those units that are just kind of out and about. Then we will all converge on the far northern stronghold and take it out simultaneously. That is my strategy. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so Abelia here is going to say, move out, show them what you're made of. Alright, Abelia, you show me what you're made of, and I will show you what Okinawa, Michiru, and Sirius are made of. Okay, so the Chronicle is officially underway. Like I said, we're moving Okinawa up to this stronghold here. So go do your thing, Okinawa. There's no secondary effects, so that's a pretty good thing. Michiru is going to go up to that stronghold, and we're just going to have Sirius kind of sit back and take care of that. Now, I don't see anyone else really moving out and about, so I don't really see any reason to keep Michiru back. So, Michiru, proceed on with the next part of your strategy. Oh, for Sirius, move out. We're moving to the central stronghold to take that out. Strategy will change as we get into battle, but oh my gosh. Well, Okinawa's going to have to stand up against a level 4 Notice and a Grandal soldier. Well, anyway, don't spread out your forces. Concentrate your attacks on one target at a time. Abelia, quit telling me how to live my life. I know how to guard my units. You don't know what I'm thinking, so shut up. Well, apparently it's not going to matter because we are about to enter a decisive battle. Alright, so we've certainly got our work cut out for us. I'm hoping that Okinawa has the strength and the skills necessary to actually take on this Notice. What kind of parent names our child Notice? I don't know. It could be anything for all I know. You jerk! Why is everybody so evil in this game? Or maybe it's just me. Is it just me? Probably. I don't know. Alright. First victory, and gosh, you got quite a bit of experience from that. Hey, I'll take any of the experience that I can get, no matter what they are. Alright, so we got this Grandal with an iron sword. We battled one of these before. I actually find the iron or the greatsword to be one of the most annoying weapons in the game, believe it or not. I mean, not so much to use, just to come up and battle against. I don't know. It might just be me, but well, with one more hit, if we can get it, there we go. We have successfully, yeah, good job, Okinawa. And with 2 battles, he's already got more experience than Michiru and Sirius combined. That is hilarious. Oh, well, in the long run, it's not really going to be that big of a deal. So we take this guy out, we take out both those guys, and well, just like that, we have successfully guarded our main stronghold. That's all the invading units. So if Sirius and Okinawa, or if Sirius and Michiru can complete their first phase of the plan, all we have left is the northern main stronghold that holds a level 5 Abelia. Oh, good grief. Ah, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. First things first, we have 2 strongholds in our way, and I am ready to get these things done. So break through those walls, guys. Break through those walls. After a few more hits, Michiru will finally get to take part in her own decisive battle. I can't help but get the feeling like I'm a lot more excited about this than I probably should be. Alright, so we have another knight with an iron sword. These iron swords actually prove to be a pretty common thing, so that is something we're going to probably have to get used to, but it is what it is. Alright, so if Michiru can take out this person, which I do actually like Ishtar's outfit, looks kind of neat. I should probably have... Actually didn't do... You dog! Well, in the standard game itself, these particular ring outs would actually be instant KOs, but... No! Michiru! Are you kidding me? No! Oh no! Alright, well this is a good time to actually explain this. If your character should for some reason lose, they will simply retreat, which does account for a loss on the character, but they are not dead. As you can see in the screen where my cursor currently is, Michiru is slowly coming back to full health, and well, that just means your character will respawn over time. There will be certain cases, mostly in the last Chronicle actually, where you won't be able to respawn, but as far as where your character is going to respawn, she or he is pretty much going to come back to the highest leveled fortified position, which will be this one right here. Alternatively, if you leveled up your fortification up to level 3, like we will do right now, just to kind of show you how this works, the character will actually respawn at that point instead of at the far point there. So there are instances where you might want to actually fortify your position. I can't believe I actually have to use this one time now, but well, it's not the end of the world. Had to explain it sooner or later. So Michiru comes back, and you know what? Because she lost, get up there, Michiru. There is no way you are not completing this part of the strategy. If I have to alter it again, I am sending Sirius up there. But for what it's worth, Okinawa did a pretty good job holding down the fort. Really proud of you, buddy. So Michiru, this whole strategy pretty much depends on you. I mean, if I absolutely had to, I could send Sirius from this point up to the main stronghold, and pretty much any units that are out on the battlefield will panic and retreat, but we'll worry about that later, because now it is time for a rematch. Alright, Ishtar. You may have won last time with the lucky ring out, but that is not going to happen this time, because I am not necessarily concentrating anymore, but Michiru is not happy. Or I'm not happy. You dog! No! No! You want a ring out? Die! I said die! I do not tolerate you being a jerk. It's what you get. My gosh. Okay, now Michiru is higher level than Sirius. Oh, good grief. Well, at least that takes care of her. Alright, I'm really not worried about Sirius, because as the Chronicles go on, he is my best fighter, and I'm actually going to need him to take care of the main stuff that we have coming on, so he might be a bit lower level than everyone else right now, but we'll fix that in time. Now, when you get to this point, sometimes the main stronghold will be kind of risky to throw all your units in at once. So what I actually advise when you get deeper in the Chronicles is you actually kind of leave a character back to, well, just in case your characters should die and you need to respawn. So because of that, I'm actually going to give Michiru the shaft this particular time. She's going to stay back just in case something should go horribly wrong. That way we have at least one character back and everybody else can respawn at the closest position. I doubt this fortress is really the closest, but it's going to have to do. So it's going to be Okinawa and Sirius against the smartest woman at the academy. Yes, I use smartest with quotations. She really is annoying. She is... How do I describe Abelia? She's very bossy. She seems like a know-it-all. And even later on, when you show your soft side to her, I'll just kind of show you that when we actually get there. But for the time being, we're going to beat this thing down and participate in a decisive battle. Or first she will talk. There's another thing. She interrupts me when I try to say things. Anyway, well, I'll be happy to be your opponent. Yeah, you keep thinking that, Abelia. It is war.
Decisive battle.
Good luck to you. Fight with all your might, as I will.
Well, she said fight with all our might, so let's do it. No! Alright. Another reason I don't like Abelia is because she is using a weapon from the gladiator discipline. I absolutely hate this weapon. I don't know why, it just bugs the crap out of me. So, yeah, there you go. Die, you annoying woman that is you, Abelia. Alright, thank you, Sirius. With that successful KO, she says, don't get full of yourselves. I'm not full of myself, I'm just content that I beat you. How's that being full of myself? Anyway, after she faints, we will see the main stronghold taken over, and she will... Hey, Abelia, I am a family-friendly channel. We do not say stuff like that. So when we react, we're actually going to see instances of this. When we do, expect substitutions. So, darn it. Were my tactics not good enough? No, they were not. It's going to take more than your brute force and 3 units to overcome me. You know, for a training battle, you thought they'd give you more to work with. Oh, well, anyway, it's the victory. I will take it. So with that, Chronicle clear. I absolutely love that. So officially, Reese has joined the party, but like I said, I don't really care. We fulfilled a couple of conditions for victory, but it wasn't really that big of a deal. He could have done a little bit better, but I don't really care. I've got enough gold to last me a lifetime, so we've completed the Chronicle. We've defeated Abelia. That in itself is an accomplishment to be proud of. And I also think that's an excellent note to end the episode on. So we're going to go ahead and call things off here for now. Until next time, I will catch you guys later. Thanks to Michiru and Okinawa, we successfully prevailed over Abelia's forces. Michiru fought with the same ferocity she had displayed in the battle before, while Okinawa's veteran presence was felt by everyone at the academy. While the victory was a joyous occasion for our group, it was more of a humbling experience for me, leaving me to reflect upon myself. What was it about me that caused my fellow soldiers to follow my lead into combat? How could a religious pacifist such as myself be any sort of a leader? I didn't have any credentials to be a military commander, and yet, here I was, doing just that. While my own doubts would linger, any remaining doubts in the military ranks regarding my leadership and combat abilities would be put to rest in the coming battle. A battle that would put me against the highest respected general in the Grandal Empire.